Hello fellow bookworms, it's Katie. It's going to be Nonfiction November in, well, very shortly, next week, next Wednesday, I think, is the 1st of November. And I've been looking forward to Nonfiction November since August. I'm so happy that it's finally here. We have the challenges. If you don't know, Nonfiction November is hosted by Jenna over from Nonfic Books and Olive from A Book Olive, and these are both two very lovely ladies. I will link their channels, plural, as well as the Nonfiction November Goodreads group in the description below if you're curious about Nonfiction November and, you know, maybe want to take part in it, then there you go. All the information you need. So now that the challenges are finally announced, I was able to finalize my TBR, which I have been accumulating since August. My 4 final books, 44 challenges, are as follows. Now the first challenge is home, and for that I will read Jane Austen at Home by Lucy Worsley. This is one of Gemma's from Nonfic Books recommendations, and you know, since I've just finished the Discovering Jane Austen series, where I read all of Jane Austen's novels over the course of 7 months, I thought, well, it would be nice to hear more about Jane Austen's life and more about her person. I will also listen to it as an audiobook because I just had one of these free audiobooks over on Audible, so I thought that's a sign. So the next challenge is substance, and for that I will read The Silk Roads, A New History of the World by Peter Frankopan. I admit this book is a little bit of a stretch. One could even argue a little bit of a cheat, since this book is not exactly really about the substance of silk. It's more about the history of the Silk Road and about the cultural influences. So it's not exactly according to the challenge. But I've had this book on my shelf for ages, and I'm afraid if I don't pick it up now, I never will. So I'm going to read this. It's, you know, a little bit far-fetched, but please forgive me, okay? Please forgive me. I'm doing my best here. The third challenge is love. And for that I'm going to read Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking by Susan Cain. Yes. Now I talked about this before. I am an introvert, and I am going to read this book for love in the sense of self-love, because that's something I'm really struggling with. Especially, you know, when I have to go to university, and really the world is just made culturally more for extroverts than introverts, and it makes me feel so awkward most of the time. It's so self-conscious that I really hope this book can help me, you know, develop a little bit more self-love and coming a little bit more to terms with myself as an introvert. Now the last challenge is scholarship, and for this challenge I will read a book that was on my radar for a very long time, How to Suppress Women's Writing by Joanna Russ. Now this is even, you know, published by the University of Texas Press, so scholarly through and through. This is a little bit, you know, sociology and feminist literature, but also this book is more than 25 years old. I think it may even be more than 30 years old, so in sociology that is a long time. A lot of things change culturally over the course of 30 years, especially nowadays in the day of an age of internet. You know, society changes so rapidly, sociology cannot keep up. So I'm going to read this, but I'm also going to keep that in mind when I'm reading it. So yeah, these are all my books, my TBR pile, and actually I'm so excited. I can't wait to start, you know, reading. That was it for today. Are you participating in Nonfiction November? Please tell me in the comments below. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're reading something magical and wonderful, and I will see you soon. Bye!